Joe here. Thanks for visiting Road Trip Joe. Today we're going to talk about taking selfies. If you're like me, you have thousands of them, which is odd because I really don't like being in front of the camera, but with selfies it just seems different. Not sure why, but I think it's because after all these years I realized I was never in the picture. I was usually the one taking the picture. My grandmother, Hazel, never took pictures, which is why she's in all of them. But today, people just go crazy taking selfies of themselves, even in compromising positions. A friend of mine actually taught me how to take selfies back in the 1990s. This was way before cell phones came out, and you couldn't see yourself before you snapped the picture. It was a leap of camera faith. My friend Pepper would hold a regular camera up and through trial and error figured out how to position the camera just right to snap a picture. I had never seen that done before. This was way before they even called them selfies. They didn't always come out right, of course, but every once in a while you got lucky. Today's camera phones make it a little easier. You can see yourself before you snap it. If you take a bad picture, then you don't have anyone to blame but yourself. But in spite of that fact, there are really some bad selfies out there. Now, I don't know about you, but I only take a selfie when I either have someone else in the shot or have something that I want to chronicle, like a place that I'm at, so there's always something behind me. It could be a sign, a structure, or some kind of scenery that I want in my picture. Taking a selfie is not rocket science, but there are some things to remember. First, you need to hold the camera out at arm's length, otherwise you'll be shooting up your nose, which I have done before. The angle at which you snap your picture can vary depending on what else you have in the shot. You can hold the camera high or low, but level seems to work best most of the time. I acquired a selfie stick recently and it has made my selfies a little easier to take. Mine has a Bluetooth feature which allows me to press a button on the stick for my picture. Bluetooth is probably pretty standard now because before you would have had to use your 3 or 10 second delay feature to get your shot. My stick also has a tripod on it, so I can use my delay if I want to get more in the picture. You just have to be quick is all. The great thing about smartphones these days are the features on the camera. They take really high resolution pics, and unless you're 2 inches from your subject, everything seems to be in focus, so the depth of field is very good. Something else to consider is your lighting. If you're outside, you probably don't want to shoot into the sun. And if you're inside, dark doesn't work, and sometimes the flash can be, well, trial and error too. Another feature on most phones is a panoramic shot. If you've never used it, then try it out at least once. It's really easy. The quality of these panoramas is excellent, and there are some people who print them out, frame them, and put them all on a wall. They're that good. In the past, it would take lots of skill and equipment and special lens to pull these shots off. Today, you can do it in just a few seconds. You just want to make sure you hold the camera steady, keep the arrow on the line, and the phone steady as you pan around. One of my favorites is having someone stand on one side, then have them move around behind me to the other side so they're in both ends of the frame. It's a lot of fun, so just try it once, see how you like it. One of these days I'll figure out how I can get in that shot and still take it at the same time. The one thing I can't help you with though is what to do with all these pictures. I have tens of thousands now and will never print them out, so they reside on one of my clouds, and they will remain until somebody deletes them, probably in 2087. Maybe I'll start a website and Patreon page so you guys can look at all of them. Wouldn't that be fun? Good shooting, and thanks for visiting Road Trip Joe. And be sure to visit my Patreon page. I make video essays, by the way. Joe here. Staying at one of my patrons' homes, watching their dog Jessie, who you can't see over there on the other side, and their cat Bobby. I'm going to be out of town. I asked them if there was anything I could do for them while they were gone. And they said, yeah, we're painting this room. It used to be red. And it needs to be primed first, right? Well, let me tell you, I am on my third coat of primer. There's Jessie, just laying in the hall there. She follows me. She's like a little shadow. And if you get in the correct tier 3 or higher, I will come paint a room for you, or I'll come prime it for you as long as you have enough primer. All right, just thought I'd share this with you. That's all I got.